Welcome back to the Do Hard Things Today podcast, where fitness and life intersect. Today is another 5-4 Friday. Kevin Harris and Hal Morris here. Looking forward to just giving you 5 quick hitter tips just to help you do something that a lot of people ask about. And today we're going to be talking about winning your day. Okay, that is a buzz phrase out there for people. How do you win your day? Those kind of things. And you can find information about this for routines and other things all over the place. But we just want to give you 5 things that we believe will work to help you to take control and start winning your days. Before we do that, though, I want to just remind you, head on over to iTunes. If you could give us a rating, if we're bringing any value to your life, give us a 5-star rating. And even better than that, leave us a written review. That really helps us move up the podcast rating. So if you get the opportunity to do that, we sure would appreciate it. But let's move on to the podcast. Winning your day. Every day you go into your day and you're either going to do one of two things. You're going to win it or you're going to lose it. And I count losing your day as going into your day without a plan and just kind of surviving to the end. And that's what we want to get away from. So we're going to give you 5 tips. Number 1, and it starts before your day starts, and that is to sleep well the night before. A good day starts with getting a good night's rest. And to be able to do that, you need to unplug your media, put your phone down. You don't need to be scrolling your phone right before you try to fall asleep. Studies have shown that the light that comes off of our phones and electronics and other things, it causes us to, it makes it harder for us to fall asleep and to get into that good sleep that you need. So create a good environment to be able to sleep in. Usually people sleep better if it's a little bit cooler. So sleep well the night before. Number 2, write down the 5 most important things you need to accomplish. A man that I know, he is in his 90s now, a mentor of mine. He told me one time he makes 2 lists every time before he goes to sleep. One list of things the 5 things he's going to do the next day, and the second is the 5 things he's going to do if it rains outside. Now, he's from the old school, so you don't have to make 2 lists. But what I would encourage you to do is to write down the 5 most important things that you need to accomplish in your day. And then what you start doing is once you get your morning routine and everything over with and you hit work or school, whatever it is you're doing, you start working on number 1, the most important thing you can do. Then number 2, then number 3. And what you'll find is if you get distracted or other things come up, you've been working on that number 1 and you've got the most important thing done. So often you just kind of meander into your day and you don't really know what you're trying to accomplish. So write down those 5 most important things. Number 3, we just referenced it. Nail your morning routine. We got some people over in our Facebook group. We're doing a 21-day challenge right now, and one of the things that I had on that was a 15-minute morning routine. And that routine involved writing down, well, obviously when you wake up, you start drinking your water, and then you write down 5 things that you're grateful for. And the reason you do that is just to get your mind right, where you're in a spirit of gratefulness, and then spend 10 minutes reading some kind of a nonfiction book. For some people, for people that are of the Christian faith, a lot of them use this as their quote unquote quiet time. Whatever you want to use it for, but use a nonfiction book where that means it is a real book where you're learning something, you're doing something to better yourself. And you'll find if in that morning routine, if you'll not hit snooze, if you'll start drinking your water early, write down those 5 things you're grateful for, and then put some good things in your mind, you'll be shocked at what that does for the rest of your day. Number 4, don't waste time. So many people use the excuse of, I just don't have time. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to eat right. I don't have time to read. I don't have time to better myself. Blah, blah, blah. Well, figure out what those time wasters are. And I can almost guarantee you that the 2 biggest time wasters you've got are, number 1, social media. And this does not just go for teenagers. If you go, just try this today. After you listen to this podcast, if you go eat, if you're at work, wherever you may be, notice what people are doing. I guarantee you that the majority of people you run into are staring down at their phone. They're on social media. They're scrolling through just randomly, just doing things. And And while it may bring us enjoyment just to see what everybody else is doing, you're really not bettering yourself by doing it. So stop wasting time. And the second thing is the TV. If you come home at night, just flip the TV on and just kind of just sit there and just watch it. And there's a time and place for that. I'm not telling you to throw your TV out the window, but if you're a goal-oriented person that's really trying to get things done, your week should not be one that's consumed by social media and electronics, other kind of TV, those kind of things. And number 5, happen to your day. Don't let the day happen to you. Let me say that again. Happen to your day. Don't let the day happen to you. That means you're going to be proactive. And everything we've talked about up to this point is being proactive. Sleeping well the night before, writing down those 5 most important things, nailing your morning routine, not wasting time. What that means is you're going into your day and you are attacking your day. You're not on the defensive. You're not just letting things just come at you and you deal with them, reacting to them. You're being proactive, going into your day, taking care of what you need to take care of, getting the things done that you want to get done. That's why that list of those 5 most important things is so crucial, because you're able to measure at the end of your day, was I successful? Did I happen to my day, or did I go through another day and feel like the stuff just happened to me? So that's 5 quick hitter tips. Hal Morris, you got anything to add to that? Or
yeah, I call those days floating in a buoy days. You just sitting floating in a buoy, just bouncing up and down and not going nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean, how many days has that happened to us? And here's what it would be characterized by. Sometimes you feel like, and this goes for business as well. I'll talk to our managers that work in our stores, and sometimes they're like, "Man, I am working so hard, but I just feel like I'm just not getting anything done."
Oh yeah.
And they are working hard, but they're just reacting. They're putting out fires all day, just kind of reacting to things as they come instead of looking and saying, "No, these are what I need to do." Okay, perfect example. If you're in sales, one of the things that I have on my list that I do every day is I make X number of sales calls to potential clients. Okay, if you don't do that, everyone would say, well, sales are important, making new contacts is important, but what ends up happening is you come in, well, you just put out fires all day. And so you're not working on those things that are really important to do. You're just putting out fires. And that's a good, what you just said, of those floating in the buoy days that just, you just float through them. And so you got to be proactive about doing those things. And at the end of the day, I have to look at that list and say, okay, did I make those calls? And if I check off that I did, then I know I did one of the most important things that I needed to do. So real quick, that's just our 5 for Friday. Winning your day. Just encourage you. Hey, listen, you may think that we don't know any of what we're talking about. We just encourage you to just try it for a week. Just try this winning the day routine for 1 week and see what happens. You can always go back to the old way if this way doesn't work for you. So for Hal Morris, this is Kevin Harrison signing off the Do Hard Things Today podcast, where fitness and life intersect.